It's been a tough morning. It's been a tough morning. What do you make of all this?
Well, I think that what you saw is one good story, which is the Target story, and that tracks the general merchandise story. Walmart did really well this quarter, too, and Amazon is great as well. So general merchandise and anyone investing strongly in e-commerce general merchandise and grocery is doing well. Now, the issue is department stores and even home with some concerns around tariffs and just the fact that the home sector in general appears to be softening a bit. So I think that's really what it is that we weren't expecting a great Q1. Q4 was pretty dismal for a lot of retailers, but there were the pockets of positivity, particularly in the online grocery space.
What's your walk away or takeaway from the Lowe's situation?
I think that the issue with Lowe's is, first of all, it's not surprising that the shares are down, partly because
but by the way, we're talking about close to 8% right now, just to put a fine point on it.
Right. And we've seen some tanking stocks this week in general. I mean, Nordstrom is like at a multi-year low right now as well. But with Lowe's, it's not surprising that they are not doing well. They've been trailing Home Depot for a while. And the fact that Home Depot's numbers were soft suggests that that Lowe's was not far behind as well. The issue, I think, is a sector issue for this particular quarter. I think historically Lowe's has had some executional challenges, whereas Home Depot was really executing well. But I think this quarter it is as much of a just consumers.
So what I'm trying to do,
but it's not just that. I mean, this is investment for Lowe's too. Part of what happened here is they are warning that they are not going to be able to meet the earnings expectations that they had given earlier or that the street had been anticipating. This is more than just a one-off. This is going to be something that trails with them for a while as they make some of these investments. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing, assuming that the investments are the right investments. I mean, we have a new CEO with Marvin Ellison, and he certainly is trying to invest in the store systems and the execution in the physical store that is important, that he thinks is important to growth. Now, keep in mind that he came from JCPenney, and he is not a huge believer in e-commerce and omni-channel. He is much more of a store ops guy. And we know that the future of retail is about investing in e-commerce and omni-channel investments. And I don't know long term if these investments are going to pay off. It remains to be seen.
It came from Home Depot, too.
But
Home Depot has been a little bit stronger from an omni-channel investment standpoint. I mean, they really committed to it a few years ago and been executing pretty well. But I think that Lowe's has decided to really double down and focus on the physical store experience, the store associates, the customer experience in the physical store.
What I'm trying to make sense of here, though, is this a stock picker situation, or is there, meaning literally we're looking at each individual retailer on a very operational basis, or is there a larger call to be made about what's taking place in retail and where we think the consumer and the economy really are? You look at an Urban Outfitters, obviously terrible situation. So it's such a mixed bag right now.
Yeah, and they're different sectors with different stories behind them. Fashion, department stores, there's so much competition, particularly coming from e-commerce and these online pure plays, companies like Stitch Fix and even Amazon Fashion, which is growing really rapidly. So you have that really, really intense competition in categories like fashion. Home should be stronger. I mean, the economy is doing well. Home builders are doing okay. But for some reason, the home retailers are not tracking. Maybe part of it is that some of those dollars are also going to e-commerce pure plays. Maybe some of it is that these retailers aren't necessarily investing in the ways that shoppers want to shop. But I think that the home sector is a little bit different, and we have to disentangle that from the challenges in department stores and fashion.